Welcome into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. We were on the road today at Weaver High School. Now that winter sports are basically transitioning into spring, we now transition into baseball, softball, soccer, golf, and track and field. So today we're talking track and field with the Weaver Bearcats. We are joined by the head coach of the Weaver Bearcat Track team, Coach Beau Winn, who's also the basketball coach. So, Coach, let's just start things. Obviously, basketball season came up just short for you guys at Susan Moore. Just kind of talk about the ending of the season and kind of just your looking back on the season, kind of how you viewed it.
I mean, that heartbreak's still fresh, Namath. I mean, we just got done Saturday, and it feels like it was forever ago, So, the hurt don't go away. We lost by 2. We was 3 points shy of, doing something that hadn't been done here since 2014. So, but I mean, we played hard and we just gave it everything we had. Just wasn't our night. And at some point you get tired of saying that, and eventually it's gonna pay off. So,
Coach, no days off for you. Obviously,
No.
You transitioned from basketball straight into track. And I actually was thinking about something. I seen you went to Jurassic Park with your family the other day, and I was noticing. I said, "Man, being a coach's wife has got to be a hard task because you go from football to basketball to track." And then once track ends, you're into summer workouts for football. Sure. And so I was thinking about just seeing you guys obviously going to Jurassic Park, but you transition straight into track season. It's a busy time of the year for you. Yeah. Going from basketball to track, it's a lot. It's different. And so kind of talk about track season, kind of talk about last year and how you guys finished at state, and kind of talk about what you're looking forward to the most this year.
Well, I'll start with the Jurassic World experience. I mean, that was it was 11:30 came early when I didn't go to sleep till if I even slept at all after Saturday night. So, but that dad mode took over, so we had a good time with the family and got back home. And yesterday, we had spirit night, so we're right back to track season. Really, what I got to do is I got to change my wardrobe. I got to start packing more stuff and outside clothes, and that's the biggest thing for me because I mean it's shorts and t-shirts easy. Now I got to go battle the elements, so we'll be all right there. But this will be my second year coaching track. At the boys track coach, but it's with this bunch, it's easy. It's easy to coach kids that are hungry, and that's what these kids are, and they're hungry, and they're God-given talent, and we're just gonna push them a little bit more to be better than what they think they can be. So that's what I'm here for.
Coach, talk about track as a whole. What is practice like for you guys? What are you doing to try to get your guys faster? What is it, if I came to watch a track practice at Weaver High School for the boys, what does that look like?
Well, like the boys said, we run our events and we run at full speed, like we're competing against each other. But this year we're going to add some resistance training and some other things. Coach Owens is coming in as the girls track coach, and she's got a CrossFit background, so we're going to try to integrate some of that. As well as our normal practice schedule that we're accustomed to, but just try to add some in to get, like when you ask Caden about start time and the first 3 steps, the most important, trying to be explosive out of those blocks and really make those first 3 steps count. So,
Coach, when you got, obviously I'm sure you spend the bulk of your time with the sprinters, but you obviously got a really good distance runner that made it to state last year as a 7th grader. How do you kind of balance how much time you give your sprinters and how much time you give your distance runners at practice?
Well, the good thing is we're blessed with how we don't have the greatest facility as far as rubber track, but how we've got it set up. We keep the sprinters and the hurdlers on the outside lanes, and then the long distance come in between. So keeping them upbeat as they pass by, and I can see them all around the track. I mean, my glasses are still, I got to up my prescription, but it'll be all right. We got a new couple extra long distance runners this year that's going to help us out. John Luca Torres, Clayton Nails, and then we've added some more throwers to us too. So we're hoping to compete. Like the boys said, we finished 6th last year, and that was just all sprinters and no field events. So we're trying to round us out, and we've got a good core coming. So looking forward to this season.
Coach, your sprinters always think that they're the stuff until it comes to longer than 1 lap around the track. And I used to get a kick out of going around on about lap 9 of my 12 that I had to do every day, and they're acting like they're tired over there. But when it actually comes to the distance, I don't think people realize how much goes into, not saying it doesn't for the sprinters, but for distance people, really nutrition and long running exercises, those type of things are the things they have to do. Just kind of talk about your distance runner that made it to state last year, and kind of talked about adding a few more, but just kind of talk about how it's different for them than it is sprinters.
Well, Cade, he qualified as a 7th grader last year, and that kid works hard. He works hard in the off season. He runs all the time. I mean, you talk to his mom and dad, and he's running everywhere. Like he's running to the lake out there to fish, or he's running back home, and so he stays on the track or on the Ladaga Trail. So he's always doing something. And John Luca, being a wrestler, so he's well versed in how to keep his body in top shape. So we're looking forward to having him. But with Cade, what he did for us last year, and really for himself, because he was coming in, he was like, I don't know if I can do it. And Cade, you're a runner. I said, Cade, you can do it. And so after he got a few in him and a few meets under his belt, and then after that he was off to the races. No pun intended. But
Coach, Keyshawn was the state champion last year. Anybody else that brought home first place last year?
DJ finished 3rd in the hurdles. Harper finished 2nd. Caden was just outside of the hurdles at 4th place. And so we've got a good. I'm telling you, these kids right here, they like to compete against each other mostly. I mean, you can tell when you see them on, they're back and forth with each other. But when it comes time to strap those track shoes on, buddy, they're gamers, and I couldn't be more proud of them. Now, and Keyshawn, he said he wasn't pleased with his finish in the 300, but I mean that joker fell in turn 4, got up and still finished 15th out of 30 runners, so that ain't bad.
Well, stats don't lie. Caden's just quite not as fast as them, so that's going to be a friendly competition this year. Kind of talk about who would you say is the fastest person on your team, though, statistically proven?
Me.
Come on, Coach. Who's the fastest person on your team?
We'll have to let the time settle that out.
All right. He's not going to get into it.
No.
Who's
like you said, they can run. I mean, I still think I can play basketball and beat them all, but I have to play in the half court. I ain't running full court.
If Beau Winn was a track athlete today, what events would he be running?
I would probably be the long distance runner. That would be mine because I'm not fast. I can't really jump. Can't throw real far. So I'll just be out there running by myself, and you'll catch me at the finish line. So,
Coach, is there any event that you're looking forward to this year more than any others?
I'm looking forward to our long jump this time, and maybe if we get into the triple jump, I think we can kind of gain some points there with that. I'm looking forward to getting some more athletes into that, because we're well rounded in the other events, and just trying to break some ground into that, and possibly even the high jump.
What went into building your schedule? You start the season at Tuscaloosa. You've obviously got Jacksonville meet. You got sectionals at Fort Payne. County's always a big one at Oxford. Kind of talk what went into building your schedule.
We're going to Scottsboro twice. We're really trying to get these kids out there and get seen a little bit more. Compete against some different competition. Go up against some bigger schools and see some different kids. And I think we've done a good job of doing that this year. It's going to save us some money that I'm driving the bus, so that helps out a lot, saving us some money on some bus drivers. But really just letting the kids get out there, and especially Scottsboro, that would be like our county tournament for basketball, getting to play at Jack State if we made it to regionals, so to speak. But because it fluctuates at sectionals between Fort Payne and Scottsboro. So just getting to see that track and getting to be a part of that is great for us too. So.
Coach, the biggest thing, obviously, when it comes to traveling is making sure your guys get here to get on the bus. Then if you got to stay in a hotel or something, it's managing that. Mm-hmm. So much more that goes into it than just running.
Correct.
Talk about getting your guys to stay focused, because you can get distracted and lose your focus.
It's easy to get distracted, especially with it being, an all-day event. Like, yes, we are going to Tuscaloosa, and it's going to be great. But we're going to have to leave early in the morning. We've got to keep them well fed. They've got to know where they got to be on time. They've got to get to their meets, get to their, to where they've got to be before the third call is what we like for them to be there. Sometimes that's not always the case with a couple of them, and you got to give them a little extra nudge in that direction. But we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to being out there and getting to just take it all in and be able to experience it, because it'll be at Paul Bryant High School, so it should be a great time for us to start out the season.
Well, I'm not a morning person, Coach. I remember one time when I was in high school, we were supposed to be at the school at 6 for a wrestling tournament to head to St. Clair County, and I woke up with a big bus in my front yard. His coach was knocking on the door, picked me up from my house. I ran out with no socks or anything on, got on the bus. But, Coach, if y'all cook another one of them big spaghetti dinners, let me know. Obviously, I know one thing about the Weaver Bearcat Track team. They will be fed well.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But, Coach Beau Winn of the Weaver Bearcats. When we come back, we're going to talk with two track athletes from Weaver, so do not go away as we continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Weber Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the Locker Room. Welcome back into the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. We continue. We are now going to the field, where we are going to talk with two field event athletes for the Weaver High School track team. We've got Ty and Dino. Guys, we've been talking to the runners, but you guys are in the field, so you guys are out in your own little land out there. And talk about what got you into doing some field events, and talk about the field events that you did last season.
I didn't do nothing last season. This is my first year doing it. And at practice and stuff, it's like, I like it, and I throw discus and shot put, and discus I already throw state qualification, so I'm just ready for us to get into it and get ready.
All right, practice is practice. You'll have to show us what we're about when we get to Tuscaloosa. All right, Dino, Ty, you've been doing. I assume you were part of the track team last year. Kind of talk about the events you did.
I didn't really get to compete last year. I wasn't able to compete last year, but I stuck around, practiced, and got better on the way towards this year, because I'm able to complete this year. So right now I'm doing shot put, throwing 39.1 right now over state qualifications, and it's a lot to think about right now.
Just shot put?
Yeah, just shot put.
Talk about what got you guys to come out. Obviously, both of you are competing for the first time this year, but was it Coach Winn that got you to come out? Was it teammates? Who convinced you to say, hey, come out and throw the shot put, throw the discus?
Really, it was I was already thinking about it, but I had teammates along with me that was convincing me yeah, you should do that, and also Coach Winn too, and he told me that I could be a good thrower, and so I just took his advice and I went with it.
Ty, what got you to come out?
I just wanted to try something new.
Try something new. Dino, you got the bling over here. My question is, are you going to have the best attire on the team? Are you going to have the best drip?
Probably for the throwers, most likely. The runners, they be having it, so I can't too much compete with them because they got it. But the throwers, most definitely, I'm gonna have the most drip.
Ty, he said he got more drip than you, bro. Is that true?
We'll see.
All right, so now I know the camera's not gonna lie, so we may have to do some, like you know, in NBA when they do the pre-shots before the game. I'm gonna have to come get some pre-shots of y'all getting off the bus so we can see who's got the best drip. If you guys, first of all, let's start. You both are doing shot puts, so which one of you is throwing further right now in practice?
He is.
Okay, he at least he was.
But discus, he gonna have to come a little harder.
He's saying discus.
Yeah, he got that in discus.
So Coach Winn ain't got either one of y'all doing the javelin yet?
No, sir. I think we got one person, though. I think Gabe King is going to be able to do it, something like that. I think he said he was going to do it.
All right, what are you looking forward to the most this season?
Just going to state. Competing with my team. That's what I'm looking forward to.
He's got big goals in year one. What about you, Dino?
Same thing. I'm going to have to go with him. Going to state, being with the team, and meeting our goals and being successful.
If you guys were a sprinter, let's say y'all doing the 100. Y'all's facial expressions tell me all I need to know right now. If y'all was doing the 100, which one of y'all would have a faster time?
Me.
Okay, he was honest. If you're doing the 200, who's got a faster time?
Me.
400.
Me.
1 mile.
Me.
Okay, all right. Ty, you was honest. You was brutally honest. If you guys were doing the hurdles, do you think you could beat? Keyshawn?
No, I cannot. That's where his perfection is at. I seen his videos and I can't compete with that.
All right, he's honest. Ty, if one of them was to come to the field though, y'all gonna show him what's up?
Oh yeah.
They couldn't hang, could they?
No. No, not at all.
Talk about Coach Winn. Obviously, Coach Winn kind of got both of you guys to come out and do track. Kind of talk about what Coach Winn just means to you as a person, as a coach.
Well, I wasn't here last year, but I always came to games, like basketball games and stuff like that, and I always talked to him. Always kept me out of trouble, even when he didn't know me as well. He was just always there, and I appreciate him for that. And me coming to school now, the Weaver, we just been getting closer and closer since then. I was the manager for the basketball team, and me and him had our talks and stuff like that. Just he a good person, and I love him for that, and I appreciate him.
He's a great person, no question about that. Ty, talk about Coach Winn, just kind of, what he means to you as a coach and an individual.
Yeah, just like he was saying, lovable person. Played football with him for 2 years, and he's the one who kept me out there instead of pushing me away from track, not being able to compete. Wanted me to still come out there, even though I couldn't compete, practice and get better.
What's Coach Winn's drip like?
Hey, he be having it on sometimes. He got drip. In my eyes, he got drip. He got his own little style though, so it's his drip.
What's Coach Winn's drip like?
A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
All right, this is going to be the final question, guys. Just kind of talk about this season. Obviously, both of you said you want to make it to state. Is there an event, a certain place that you're looking forward to competing at the most? Is there a certain, I don't want to throw any names out, but maybe a certain school that you see that has been successful in the past? Just kind of talk about what you're looking forward to the most.
Really, I'm not sure. I just know any event that we're heading to, my mind is on beating the other person and getting to where I need to be to make it to state.
Ty, for you, what's the thing you're looking forward to the most?
Beating all my opponents, outdoing everybody. That's what I'm looking to.
All right, we got 2 field athletes for the Weaver Bearcats. When we come back, we'll talk with 2 more Weaver track athletes. So do not go away. We'll continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Welcome to Room by Room Home Furnishings, a locally owned and operated furniture store located in Oxford, Alabama. We've been serving Northeast Alabama and the surrounding area since 2007. We offer stylish and affordable new arrivals and all the top trends to help you get a cozy and homey atmosphere with hand-picked home furnishings and decor to fit anybody's style and budget with knowledge, personality, and good vibes. Let Room by Room in Oxford, Alabama help you score amazing deals and turn your house into a home.
Wait! This isn't a game. It's your basement. It's filling with water. And even worse, it's 2 a.m. Who are you gonna call? Time's up. We'll come out 24/7, 365, any day, any time to put out any fires. Well, not actual fire. There's a better number for that. But when it comes to plumbing, call One Tom Plumbing.
Welcome back into the locker room. We continue today talking Weaver High School Bearcat Track. We are joined by Caden Gooden to my right, your left, and DJ Marbury to my left, your right. Guys, let's just start track season. Obviously, basketball closes for both of you. You move on to the track. Let's talk about kind of last year, what you guys did, what you guys ran. Kind of talk about just your early remarks on this season. So, Caden, why don't we start with you? Talk about the events you were a part of last season.
I did 100, 200, 4x1, and then 300 hurdles.
All right, so Caden did a lot. DJ, what about you?
Last year I did the 110 hurdles, 4x1, 200, and long jump.
All right, let's talk about how you guys ended as a team last year at state. I'm assuming both of you made it to state last year. So let's just kind of talk about how you guys did at state last year and how you guys did as a team.
As a team, we mostly had short distance runners, but we placed 6th as a team overall. That's good, even though we didn't have nobody in the field and long distance runners. And then at state, I could have did better, but this year I got something to prove.
All right, DJ, for you, kind of talk about how you did at state last year.
I made it to state for all 3 of my events, except for the long jump, which is 200 and 110 hurdles, and the 4x1. Our 4x1 team, we didn't really do as we wanted to do last year, but we will do good this year. And I came in top 3 in state for the 110 hurdles.
So both of you guys said you do hurdles. Now, when I ran track when I was at Welborn for 1 year, I ended up having to do the 2 mile, 1 mile, the 4x8. And so, Coach had me out there. I think he had a problem with me because he just picked on me and made me run. But you guys, obviously, them hurdles, it can be very challenging to keep speed up, but also to be able to jump the hurdles. First of all, let's kind of talk about what is it like doing the hurdles compared to just a sprint, having to be able to get yourself high up. What do you guys do to prepare yourself for something like the hurdles?
It's more about getting your steps down and more about technique, and then just jumping the hurdle. Because you just jump it, then you might fall, and you don't want to get laughed at a meet.
DJ, for you, what do you do on the hurdles? Just make sure you don't, like he said, run into them.
We do the stretches that we do before we start our hurdles, so we make sure we're really good and stuff like that.
All right, in the sprints, what is the most important part to get a good start?
It's more about your block start. So you need to push out, get your first 3 strides going, and then use your track speed instead of football speed.
Different speed?
Yes, sir.
All right, what about you, DJ? What's the best start for you?
Same thing what Caden said. You gotta have your blocks gotta be set really good and stuff like that.
If I were to come to a track meet and you two were in the same event, let's say you're in a 200. That's an event, right? 200. Let's say both of you are in the 200. Who's gonna win?
Me.
I think I will win. I did better than him.
No. I say at state, he beat me by 0.3. But this year ain't nobody beat me.
DJ, all I heard was you beat him, and then that's all that matters, right? All right, did the shoes really matter as much as people say they do?
Yes. You got to have – it's like certain spikes for track. You got distance spikes, sprint spikes, and then like jumping spikes.
DJ, do the shoes matter as much as you?
Not really. I feel like if you got some decent cleats or spikes, if you got decent spikes, then I feel like you could really be the fastest, really. Because I had decent ones. I didn't really have no, like, over-the-top spikes. So, like, I feel like you don't really need it.
What are some of the drills you guys do to just kind of try to improve your speed? And so kind of talk about some of the things that you do at practice that try to make you faster.
Actually, like, we working on Brent say we got 4 400s, 2 200s, 1 100, or we like switch it 6 100s, like to see which one of our best times, and then we'll go on from there, and then we'll stretch and stuff.
DJ, what are some drills you do to try to improve your speed?
Same thing what Kaden said. We do a lot of running and stuff like that, but also I don't know. I just like.
All right, we know what Coach Winn's like during basketball season, but what's he like during track? Is he real calm out there, just kind of let y'all do your thing, or is he on y'all's tail? What's Coach Winn like at practice?
Same way as basketball. He's on our tail. Want us to do the best. Want us to do every event at practice like we running in the meet, so we can get better.
What's Coach like at practice?
Coach is great at practice. He makes sure we're on our head and focus and stuff like that. And yeah.
We know what he's like. Let me rephrase the question. We know who he was the hardest on during basketball. Is during track season, does he have somebody that he's always picking on at practice?
No, sir. He treats everybody the same.
Look at him. He said he treats everybody the same. Is that true?
Yeah, I think he does treat everybody the same.
All right, let's talk about this season. You guys opened the season up at Tuscaloosa. Just kind of talk about what y'all are looking forward to the most this season. Is there a track meet that stands out to you above the others?
I feel like our first track meet is going to be good instead of like going to meets with concrete tracks, because meets with concrete tracks is like weird, running in regular shoes and spikes. But that first meet, I feel like we all do good at, just get back used to running, and then after that, I feel like we'll be good for the rest of the season.
Is there one that you're looking forward to the most?
I say sectionals or state.
All right, DJ, what about you? Are you looking forward to the season? Kind of talk about opening up at Tuscaloosa, and is there one that sticks out to you?
I'm really happy that we're going to Tuscaloosa for our first time going down there, and we don't have no concrete meets no more, so that's pretty good. I feel like that's gonna make us get better, stand on that rubber track. And what sticks out for me for a meet is state for sure. I really want to go for that first place medal for the 110 hurdles.
All right, are you a spike runner or just regular shoes?
Spike runner.
Are you spike as well?
Spike.
All right, look, I didn't do the spikes, and spikes are so great, I was still winning. I'm just going to say that with the regular shoes. I was good until county, and then I was the last one on the track. All right, guys, last question. You're a junior, Caden. DJ, you're a sophomore, so neither one of you is a senior. Just kind of talk about what you want to be remembered for this season.
I just want to make history at Weaver again. Like, I want in the 4x1, I want to be like the first. We want to be the number one time in the school or in the school history.
All right, DJ, what do you want to be remembered for this season?
I want to be remembered for like breaking like records for like the school and stuff like that, like the 200 or the 4x1.
All right, you got DJ Marbury, Caden Gooden. Hey, don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to talk with two more Weaver Bearcat Track athletes. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Welcome back into the locker room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. We continue our action at Weaver talking track. We are joined by Harper Williams and Keyshawn Allen. Guys, let's start with kind of the events you ran last year. Kind of talk about how you felt like last season ended for you.
I run 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles, 100, and 4x1. And I won state in the 110 hurdles. I made state in 300, made state 4x1, and I made state in the 100.
Harper, can you top that?
I did 4x1. 110 hurdles, 300 hurdles, and the 100 meter. I made state in all those, but I was state runner-up in the 300 hurdles, which I'm coming for first place this year because I'm like really mad. And 110, I got 5th place, but in the 4x1 and 100, we didn't do too well.
All right, so both you guys obviously had a pretty good season last year, obviously ended really well at state. Let's start with the hurdles. I kind of asked this question before, but for you guys, both of you did really well in the hurdles, obviously at the top at state. Just kind of talk about what you guys do, let's say to make each other better, since you both obviously are competing together in the same event.
Well, majority of the season, he was out because like a hip injury. So, I mean, I had to work by myself, but he was still there helping me. But last year I helped him out because last year was his first year, or his second year. And I helped him out a lot. We did drills together and just stuff like that.
Harper, what are some of those drills you guys do to try to make each other better?
Oh, well, for 300 hurdles, we love to well, we don't love, but we have to condition. So we get better times. And then the 110, we work on our like block starts, our steps, but I just love to compete with him and I like to see him succeed.
Obviously, you guys are multiple sport athletes. Why do you run? What makes you come out and say, I want to do track? Because a lot of people, I know, comes running with me. I'd rather not do it. So, but y'all like to, so why did you start running, Keyshawn?
Well, 7th grade was the COVID year, and Caden actually wanted me to run. But I was like, nah, because this high school stuff's new to me. So I just wanted a break. But then next year, the 8th grade year, I thought about it, so I ran, and I actually got pretty good at the hurdles, and it was pretty fun, so I just kept doing it.
All right, Harper, what got you into running?
Well, yeah, I played baseball a couple years, but all my friends were doing it, like Caden, Keyshawn, DJ. So they talked me into it, and yeah, I just really love track. But I don't really like long distance, but I love to sprint and hurdle.
Do you do any long distance events?
No.
If you ran the 1 mile, what would your time be?
2 minutes. I'm just
Let's be realistic.
Probably like 5 minute 30.
Okay, I got him beat by 9 seconds in my prime. I'm not in my prime right now. But anyway, all right, guys. You're talking about conditioning, and you're saying how you don't want to do it, but how do you stay motivated when you don't want to run, when you're at practice? Obviously, it's been a long day at school. You're not feeling good. Maybe you're tired, dehydrated, whatever it is. How do you stay motivated to keep going?
My teammates motivate me, and we always like to compete, so we always push each other to the limits.
Keyshawn, how do you stay motivated when you don't want to run?
Yeah, like he said, just stay motivated with my teammates, and mainly just because I want to win, I got to get better than everybody.
You obviously were a state champion. Is that your best running experience up to this date?
No, I did better at Heflin, but it was still pretty good. It was a great time at state.
What's been your best experience overall?
Just making friends along the way and just competing.
Harper, for you, what's been the best experience?
Being able to compete with my teammates. And at Heflin, we all got to race each other in the hurdles and the 100 meters, so that was really fun to compete with them.
What's your PR in the 100 meter?
I think like 11.5.
Is that pretty good, Keyshawn?
Yeah, mine's 11.4 though.
I was going to ask, who's faster between you two?
Well, I can't really say, the times don't lie. But this year it's a different story.
All right, same thing. Look, my boy Caden said it's a different story on DJ. My boy Harper saying it's going to be a different story on you, Keyshawn. One thing about track is, guys, y'all are going to see me. We're going to do something, obviously, with track this year. And the camera doesn't lie either. So just like the time, I'm going to have it on camera this year. So we're going to see who gets the head-to-head matchups. That is definitely going to happen. Let's talk about, obviously, you guys do the hurdles. Is that the longest run you have?
No, the 300.
300 hurdles?
Yeah.
Is that the longest for you?
Yeah, 300 hurdles.
Why does Coach Winn not let you guys get on the 1 mile or the 800?
I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I've done the 800 one time in 8th grade, and it was horrible. I can't do it no more.
Harper, why don't Coach Winn put you on the 800?
I feel like we're too good at this, like the short distance events, that if we were in long distance, then it wouldn't really matter as much, and they're also not as fun. So.
Yeah, the one thing I used to hate hearing when I ran track was you sprinters used to think that you were faster than us. And like, yeah, you might win a 100, but I guarantee you put you on there for 4 laps, I'm going to beat you. That's what I used to tell them all the time. They didn't ever want to back up their talk. They just wanted to run their mouth. But do you get in those kind of do you have distance runners that go, hey, I'm faster than you, even though you're doing sprints? No. Y'all don't have any distance runners like that?
Nobody.
Nobody? You got any distance runners that tell you, like, hey, man, if you came and did the 1 mile, I'd still beat you?
No, I know they would, though. Kay definitely would.
Y'all got a fast distance runner?
Yeah, his name's Kate Hunter. He's 8th grade now. Last year he made state as a 7th grader, so.
Oh, he's done pretty good then. All right, we talked about what your best experience was. What's been your worst experience?
Last year for 300 hurdles at state, I fell. That was not good. I did like a complete front flip.
I thought you said you won.
No, I won the 110. I didn't win the 300.
Okay, got you.
But I feel like I definitely would have won if I didn't fall, but.
So you've embarrassed yourself at state.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as you think it is, because I got up and started running like immediately. So.
Well, I'll tell you, embarrassing. At the county tournament, you're either going to be the slowest in the fast heat, or you're going to be the fastest in the slow heat. You get put in the fast heat, and you're the last person on the track. That happened to me. That's embarrassing. Harper, let's talk about the worst experience for you yet.
Definitely, like the first couple meets, my hip flexor was like really messed up. So after that, I had to go to therapy, and it was just a sad experience because I wanted to be out there with him and compete.
What do you guys hope to achieve this year? What's the goal for you? You've already been a state champion, Keyshawn, so what more could you add, obviously? What would make you hungry to do more?
Win another state championship.
Just one, though?
No. Win them for all events.
Well, if you do that, then my guy Harper doesn't get some hardware over here. So, but Harper, what for you, man? What are you looking to achieve this year?
I want to win state in the 300 hurdles, and I want to succeed in the 4x1.
All right, last question. Obviously, neither one of you is a senior, so y'all are going to be back again after this season. But talk about Coach Winn. Obviously, you both play for him in basketball. You run track for him. How different is he from basketball to track? And also just talk about how Coach Winn pushes you as an individual.
It's still the same. He pushes us a lot. It's just he's on to like everybody at the same time, so it's kind of equal to everybody. Because the track, it's all big. You have people all over the place, throwers and everything. So he's just the same with everybody.
Does he actually keep an eye on the distance runners, or does he just kind of let them go do their own thing?
The distance runners, well, Cade, he does it by himself. He doesn't need nobody to tell him to go run. He'll do it by himself.
All right, Harvard, for you, obviously, kind of talk about the adjustment from basketball to track for Coach Winn, and talk about just kind of how he pushes you as an individual.
Yeah, either way he pushes us, track, basketball, it doesn't matter. He does keep an eye on the distance runners, but they're always doing their thing, so, I mean, yeah.
All right. I said that was the last question, but I got one more. I meant to ask Kate and DJ this, but I didn't. Out of the whole high school at Weaver, who do you think is the fastest person that goes to Weaver High School? And they may not even run track. Maybe it's somebody on the football team that doesn't run track, but that 40 time says differently. Who's the fastest person at Weaver High School?
Keyshawn Allen.
Harper Williams, who's the fastest person at Weaver High School?
I'd have to say myself.
All right. Two guys that are confident in their abilities. And that is going to do it for us today. We hope you'll join us back here tomorrow as we continue on this week on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.